Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play of Factorio. This is going to be Spaghetti Game episode 6, I want to say, yes. So, full disclosure, I started recording this episode earlier and then, there it is, then my computer crashed about 8 minutes in. And I am just going to re-record it because it's a little bit easier as far as recording wizardry goes. So you're not going to get quite the same surprised reaction for the first 8 minutes. Anyway, um, so last episode we set up this turret, we set up this radar, we've got this little oil outpost. I think we did that last episode, might have been the episode before that. But we've also been attacked by biters. So I've seen biters here, I've seen biters there. If I went back and I rewatched the first episode, and I know that there is just like a solid wall of biters right around there. There should also be a solid wall of biters about there, and of course some up here. Which means that I think this episode I'm going to focus on defense. We got this one turret here. I'm thinking another 5 total. So we want one up here, one down here, just to cover the oil base as it develops and the crude oil is actually being used. We probably want one up north just to cover the base. And I want to do one here and one down here just to cover both sides. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means we're going to need to set up at least 5 turrets. And I want to do little pillboxes, which is like turrets surrounded by walls. At least that's what I call pillboxes in this game. So we're going to need at least 12 times 5, which is 60 walls at the same time. So I probably should have taken the train instead of running back to base, but that's basically what I'm focused on. We also will need a lot more bullets, which are currently being limited by lack of copper, as are green cards. That's something I noticed while I was recording earlier, but I guess you haven't seen that part yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to build more steel furnaces, for which we should probably also step up my steel production. I guess at this point I need not steel furnaces but stone blocks, which I will also need for walls as well. I'm just going to grab all these, to be honest. I said I needed 60 walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be about right. Furnaces 4. That's going to be good. And can I get a 5th furnace? Yes, I can get a 5th furnace. The rest are probably just going to be reused. Alright, let's start by getting rid of most of these inserters. So this furnace is in the right place, because I'm lining them up against the rails. The other ones are not. Let's see here. We want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just go with 4 for now. Actually, no, we do want 5. And then we're going to want 5 of these. And the nice thing about rails is, since they're always spaced 2 apart, you can always fit furnaces between them evenly. Now that we have advanced power poles, or the tier 2 power poles, the fancy ones, we can power this entire system pretty easily. Assuming that, we have the reach. Which at this point is really the biggest problem. And there we go. Everything's hooked back up. We've got more copper coming in. Of course, we also need more copper mines at this point, because we had a pretty balanced copper consumption prior to my improvements. So let's do that as well. Now, one of the reasons I'm kind of putting off building defenses at this moment is because I'm kind of hoping that those bullets build up in that bullet chest, which is something that I will desperately need as far as defenses go. In the meantime, oh, I've already built the walls. I should build those turrets. Let's see here. What was I gonna make? I was gonna make miners for the copper. want a total of 7.5 miners. So the 5 that I'm making should be enough. 1, 2. I'm gonna have those turrets finish up later. For now. Oh! Whoa! Okay, I remember putting this turret down, but it's actually got some kills. Huh. Cool. Because I thought... Yeah, so those biters are definitely getting trapped along the water feature here. There's definitely like a biter nest back here that's attacking us. Not one that's down here. And they're just kind of getting stuck. Which is actually kind of a good thing, because it means there's the very real possibility that this will continue to happen, and that attacks will start grouping up from that area as well, and be just generally easier to deal with. Well, for the early game. I mean, late game, they become just easy to deal with in general, because they're easy to deal with and you've got lasers everywhere. Or at least you should have lasers everywhere. But early game, that's definitely something that you want to pay attention to. As far as how my copper replacement is going to go, it's just basically trying to cover the entire patch as efficiently as possible. So I don't really want to double up miners, like I said before. I understand why people do it, because it does give you resources faster, but at the same time, I would rather spend more time setting up my copper patches, or my mining patches, than have them mine up faster, because then I can do them all at once instead of having to continue doing them. And that's my logic. I'm gonna stick with it. It works for me. It might not work with other people. Some people, I mean, yeah, at a certain point you're gonna hit such high mining productivity that like a single ore patch, it doesn't even matter how big that ore patch is gonna last you for the rest of the game, or for however long you play that game. Or you could get to the point where, like for some people, they just hop on a train and start driving out off into the distance in the interest of basically doing the same thing. So they're trying to reach a point where it doesn't matter how much resources they use, because they've got like a billions and trillions in mining patch, and things are under attack. That's not good. I forgot to put bullets in that turret. Bad timing. Very bad timing. So I'm gonna shoot these guys by hand, and this guy definitely needs bullets now. 100%. And I'm gonna go with something like 30-ish, because I don't actually have that many bullets, and I also need to defend my oil. And the fact that well, actually, this pollution hasn't reached that far yet. So I have a few minutes before I have to defend my oil. Let's not forget that. Okay. Yeah, now we've got plenty of copper. Yay. Let's step up our steel. So first we want to have steel there. Oh wait, I forgot one. There we are. So we can do in, out, out, out. Now we need a bunch of long-handers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I think I only needed 6, my bad. So we're going to do in, out. Which requires belt, 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 rebelt. Does this guy need to be there? No, he doesn't. Excellent. I'm just going to replace that. And that guy's working, that guy's working, that guy's working. Right, this guy. This guy needs to have his own underground belt. And like I said, sadly, I'm currently re-recording a little bit of this episode, so I already know my first couple plays. That needs to go there. That goes there. And we've got power pole there. Perfect. So now that steel's working. And that's about as far as I've gotten in my previous recordings. So now we are back in uncharted territory. We've got plenty of power. That's good. Kind of want to mine up this iron so I can fill in the railway network. Same with this stone. Copper's alright, because it's being mined up from under there. Oh, oil. We need oil production. 2 oil refineries. I would rather have 4, but alright. 2 is alright for now. We should get some tanks as well, which requires steel, of course. One tank. Come on, I need at least 2. 2 tank. Excellent. Now what are we gonna need? We are gonna need some chemical refineries. Or chemical plants. For that I also need steel. Yay! Excellent. 9, 10, 12. Alright, so that's 1 to make lube, that's 1 to make plastic, 1 to make sulfuric acid, 1 to make sulfur, couple to make batteries. Lube is first. I have not discovered cracking yet. This should be enough for now. As far as... Why do I have so much stone? Am I missing something? Walls? Walls? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe I am, but if I am, I'm not sure what it is. Okay. So let's start making... I'm gonna need lots and lots of pipes. For which I also need lots and lots of iron. Yeah, I guess this is kind of the beginning of the more boring sections of playthrough where I'm starting to have to deal with all the little bits and bobs that tend to get in the way. I should really try to automate pipe making. That's something that I should do just as soon as possible. Because I'm going to be using underground pipes, for example, just in such large amounts. It's insane how many of them I'm going to use at a time. And it would be very nice to not have to do most of this by hand. But I get the feeling I'm going to have to deal with it anyway for now. So, let's just kind of build it out and hope for the best. Alright, so we've got 1, 2... Oh, blue science. We're discovering blue science. Excellent. That's exactly what I need. That'll definitely take the pressure off of everything else that I'm trying to accomplish before I get to blue science. Alright, heavy water. Which means that, oh crap, I don't remember which side water comes out of. Or which side heavy oil comes out of. Heavy water, that used to be a good mnemonic for remembering. Okay, yeah, so heavy oil comes out this side. Because, see, it would be heavy oil would come out the same side as the water goes in. Sans heavy water, deuterium. Or I guess deuterated water. And that's a little bit too close. Let's see here. If I've got... I think I can do with 3 spaces max. Or minimum. Yeah, that should work. Alright, so now that I've got oil, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess they've changed it so that you need advanced oil cracking to even deal with the, well, advanced oil fractions. that kind of makes life a little bit easier. Now that I think about it, I really should have left. Would it be worth moving over space? Actually, I think I am going to do that. Because this will actually make life a lot easier in the future when, as far as oil design goes. If I've got the materials for a third oil refinery, I would show you the specifics. Let's see here. Come on. Steel, steel, steel. Lots and lots of steel. Keep collecting steel. There it is. There's the steel. Wrong direction. Excellent. Oil refinery. Yeah, let's just make 4. 4 is a good number. Check this out. So if I do oil, oil. Now if I place this right, I should have an oil refinery in 1 extra space. But for some reason I think I placed it very wrong. And actually what I think happened was I miscounted terribly. Dang. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna work with that. As soon as all of these oil refineries get built. So how am I gonna get... That's really unpleasant. That's really, really unpleasant. This will also... It shouldn't mess up the ultimate weave. And what I mean by that is it's possible to have, if you line these up correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it goes like that. But it's possible to have refineries facing each other separated by 4 spaces if you weave them together correctly. And that goes there, that goes there. And the pump goes right there. Okay. So I guess I am gonna have to keep going to... Oh, wait. No, I can't pull it out there either. Dang. It's gotta go all the way, doesn't it? That's really annoying. Unless I move it over 1. I'm gonna have to move it over 1. Like, I know it really sucks. It's gonna look a lot worse than I thought it would, but I'm really gonna have to move it over 1. Sadly enough. 1, 2, and 1. That is not the button I wanted to press. There we go. 1, 2, there we are. Okay. It's not ideal. I know it's not ideal. It's got that little offset, which is really annoying, but it's gonna have to be done. At this point, there's just kind of a bunch of red and yellow signs that I need to go ahead and discover. So I'm just gonna start researching basically everything in a random order. This is one of those parts of the game where you get a little bit of a break. You don't have to just constantly be working towards the next thing. So you get to just kind of fill out the spaces. And theoretically, I could probably be working more in a more focused manner towards the next thing, but I'm not really that worried about it because I'm kind of in a good place. You know, I've got the beginnings of oil, some pretty good, whatchamacallit, biter defense. I guess the beginnings of biter defense only, but, you know, whatever. Speaking of biter defense, I should really finish up that part. So I got a turret there. It's already putting in some work, thankfully. Let's see here. Got plenty of bullets. So let's put a turret here. bullets. Oh, I'm low on green science, which is because I'm low on iron. I just need to step up my iron production. That's also gonna have to be done soon. Alright, here I actually... Oh, I might need a 6th turret to just protect the power production as well. And I'm thinking turret number 5 is gonna have to go somewhere here to protect power. Which is a little bit farther from my base than I want it to be. But, oh well. What are we doing? Oil? Oil's still fine. We have a little bit of time left with oil. That's going to become a problem as soon as we start consuming it. But, you know, we're not really consuming it yet, so not an issue. Have we done either plastic or sulfur research? I'm pretty sure I've done plastic and sulfur research. Yeah, sulfur, plastic, perfect. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we can already make red cards. Yeah, we can. We need to step up our plastic. Let's do... Let's see here. If we do storage, would I be able to fit some storage in here? Not quite. That should still reach, right? Really? Really? That sucks. Okay. Well, now we've got some oil. You. Drop off some oil that we can work with. Let's see here. What do we want next? We want some chemical plants. Was it chemical plants that made plastic? Pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was chemical plants. Wait. Whoa. Wait, what? You didn't drop off any oil. Why didn't you drop off any oil? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Make sure all your pipes are connected, kids. That's kind of sad. I was thinking, like, that train should be full by now, even without... I'm also going to use the opportunity to put up turrets. Even without any kind of, Oh! Really? Well, I guess let's respawn. Oh, that was kind of sad. That was kind of dumb. I definitely ran the wrong direction after... I should have paid attention to where I spawned so I could make a little spawn area. Make sure it's defended. Oh well. And also I'd have another pistol. I'm actually kind of happy that there was a respawn button, because I'm pretty sure that last time I made a Let's Play, there was no respawn button. You just had to load the game, which meant either video editing or just like re-recording parts, and it was just unpleasant. Now, where did I die? Somewhere on the tracks, obviously. Let's see here. Just go to oil drop. There I am. Excellent. You go here. Perfect. Now we've got a bunch of oil coming in. Finally. Should have had that oil coming in earlier, but bad planning. Right, I was going to put up turrets. Turret 1. I'm going to have them be kind of close to the base, because I kind of want them to be able to draw fire. I'm also going to leave this turret up as well, just in case. Yeah, this should work pretty well. Perfect. And toss 100 bullets into there. This guy's under attack again, but it's fine because he's got bullets and everything. Lego. Take your 4.3k of crude oil and Lego. It's gonna be enough to get started on my future plans of making plastic. In theory. Alright, so we want to pump that over to somewhere. Can't pump it quite along here because of possible. Well, actually, as long as I'm careful. I should be able to do. Huh. That's not a good place. There we are. Something like that. No, this is not going to end well at all. I am going to try going through here. There we are. That's a lot better. Let's see here. 1, 2. You know what I was just realizing? I really need to start putting fuel in my trains because I don't have any fuel in my oil train. Thankfully, I don't have any trains besides my oil train either. But it is still a factor that I should consider. Really? You didn't connect there? Jeez. Oh, we got plenty of research queued up. Let's see here. If we've got... There we go. 4 things at plastic makers here. How am I gonna feed that? If I feed that like this. Oh crap. I didn't put a turret down there in time. I don't have bullets. I don't have bullets at all. I'm about to run out of power. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Bullets. Some bullets. I got a turret, thankfully. How many? I'm gonna need some boilers. At least 1 steam engine. There was one little biter. Jeez. Stupid little biter. Okay. I did some repairs earlier, so let's repair this guy, and let's actually put up a defensive turret in this area. This vicinity. There we go. Perfect. Now let's just finish up that plastic production, and things will be good, in theory. Why did I mine that up? That did not need to be mined up. Plastic. Whee! Perfect. That didn't quite reach, did it? Alright. That'll actually still probably work out. Anyway, if we do inputs here, then 1, 2, 3 outputs can go 1, 2, 1, 2, which leaves us to go like so. And one of the nice things that I probably should have done that. I might reorganize that later. I'm not sure right now, but I might in the future. I don't have a better design off the top of my head, sadly. But one of the good things about putting the plastic and the coal next, or the coal oil refinery next to the coal, is that I end up putting the plastic right next to the coal, which is going to avoid my problem where I have a tendency to upgrade to a better fuel type, such as solid fuel or rocket fuel, and just feed it right into my fuel belt, which then feeds the plastic. Which, of course, because the fuel belt the plastic requires coal, usually causes problems. So this placement might help me avoid that issue. But that's an issue we're going to run into probably in the next episode or two, and not right now. For now, I think I'm going to build a little bit of an underground belt, get a little belt going with plastic coming out of it, and I'm probably going to end the episode here, call that a bit of a success, because we do have defenses set up. We've got our little bases advanced a little bit. Thankfully, we have defenses set up. We are actually producing oil. I think we're in good shape, to be honest. I mean, we've even got plastic. Next episode, we start off with red circuits. Alright, so with that, like, share, subscribe, do all those fun YouTube things, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!